If you have a tendency to apologize for making money, stop it. It is stifling your personal and your business growth. And with this one, I'm calling myself out as much as my fellow man and woman. Yesterday, I had a conversation with someone on LinkedIn, and I found myself saying something to the tone of that I feel guilty about having done well in the pandemic while other people haven't. And thankfully, my conversation partner called me out and invited me to reframe this thought into saying that, well, I've added a lot of value and that this is a good thing. And he was 100% right. I realized that I allowed myself to be caught up in this collective delusion that making money is something to be apologetic for. And by the way, I also noticed that this is a perfect example for what Jordan Peterson talks about when he says, tell the truth, or at least don't lie. One of the ways how we don't tell the truth is by saying things that are commonly said in society, and those are things that make us feel weak. Saying something like that I feel guilty for having made a certain amount of money is something that makes me feel weak. So take this as a public service announcement. You making money is pure, unadulterated good in itself, even aside from paying taxes and employing people. Right? If you just didn't pay any taxes at all, hello to my friends in the UAE, and you didn't employ people, it still would have been added value that you have done with the world. Because, for example, if I sell you a product for $10 and you buy that product from me, it means that I have provided something to you that is worth more than those $10, because otherwise you wouldn't have made that transaction. Anything that's above those $10 is the famous value added. And while it's so trivial to understand, many people don't act like it. They use phrases like, oh, I want to do good with the money I made, or I want to give back to the community. And those statements imply that you, by having made that money, have done something selfish and immoral which you now have to seek redemption for. And that is simply wrong. Unless you've made your money selling drugs or via sex trafficking or whatever else immoral activity, your economic activity has been an act of adding value in itself. And why is that important? Why am I harping on about this? Well, it matters because I believe that purging those negative thoughts about money as being something shameful will help you become much better at what you do and have you place fewer limitations on yourself as you are building your business. If you buy into those stupid stories about owing something to society because you've made a lot of money, subconsciously, you will self-sabotage. One way or another. You won't make that final call at the end of the day. You won't be pushing hard at the end of the month, and you won't improve your product as much as you could. So watch those stories that you buy into. Watch the things you say, and especially question the things that society has programmed you to say. Chances are, if it's something that is widely accepted, it is something that is pushing you into that comfortable center of the bell curve.